Welcome to the Game Pass review, where I review a game in Game Pass so you can figure out if it's worth your time. With the previous two, I reviewed one new game. This time, it's three remasters, so we're gonna do things a little bit differently. First, we're gonna figure out if Mass Effect is worth it if you've never played it before. Second is if the Legendary Edition is worth it if you have played the originals. And at last, we are gonna discuss if this is a great game for achievement hunters. Plenty to go over, so let's get started. If you've never played Mass Effect before, I can tell you, if you value a single player game in any sort of capacity, there's probably something that you like in the Mass Effect series. Maybe you like sci-fi, the RPG elements, the dialogue options, or the companions. There is a lot to go into with the Mass Effect series, and it's truly a big journey going from Mass Effect 1 all the way to the end of Mass Effect 3. Unfortunately, Mass Effect 1, with its old combat, did not age very well. 2 and 3 are fine to play, rather dated, but still playable. 1, on the other hand, I can really imagine being difficult to go through if you don't have that nostalgia dragging you through it. I do want to say, experiencing the entire trilogy for its story, it's definitely worth it. Mass Effect 1 is also the smallest of the series, so I do implore you, if you play Mass Effect and Part 1 is a struggle, rush through it, because it will get better once you've reached Part 2. I would say skip Part 1, but you'd miss a good chunk of story, and that would just be a shame. One of the cool things about the series, after all, is that you can take your Mass Effect 1 character, take it with you through the entire series, including all your decisions, your relationships, and the choices you've made, with some of the choices in Mass Effect 1 still having some effect in Mass Effect 3. This is something no other game has done in this capacity, at least not to my knowledge. If you've played the original series, you already know all of this, and if you haven't played the Legendary Edition yet, you probably want to know if the Legendary Edition is different enough to be worth another playthrough. Story and gameplay wise, it's the exact same. Graphically, it's better than the originals, but it's not a big deal, and I certainly wouldn't say it's significant enough to justify another playthrough. Which leaves us with one thing: DLC. If you've never played the DLC for any of the Mass Effects, yeah, it's worth giving it another go. Mass Effect 1 has an extra mission that affects the strength of the Batarian forces in Mass Effect 3, and is a nice touch in the struggles between the Batarian and human races. Mass Effect 2 gives you two new companions with their own recruitments and loyalty missions, and plenty of dialogue. It gives you a hefty long mission surrounding the mysterious Shadow Broker, and a quest surrounding the elusive man's attempt at controlling the Get, which may or may not be successful. All of which are cool extra content that add to the experience for Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 3 gives you one extra companion, a quest in which you meet an alien race called the Leviathans. The very long quest to regain the asteroid rock of Omega, one of the main locations in Mass Effect 2, and the Citadel DLC, where you get an entire new long quest line, which is very intriguing, but I really shouldn't spoil any of it because, yeah, it's just a really nice ride, and if you haven't heard anything of the Citadel DLC yet, it's just worth exploring all by yourself. That DLC does, of course, end with the Citadel party, with many dialogues between characters from all Mass Effect games. And that DLC on its own is almost worth replaying the entire series. Now, what if you are an achievement hunter? Is this trilogy for you? It's quite a heavy challenge. Ultimately, you could cheese the hardest achievements if you really want that, which is completing 3 campaigns on Legendary. There are a couple of grindy achievements, not the most fun, but manageable. The worst thing about hunting in the trilogy is that you need to make certain choices. If you don't, people will die. And if those people die, your chances that the achievements will die with them. Going for the achievements is hard, but that's why they are called achievements, ultimately. I'd say this is not the best trilogy for achievement hunting, because of these missable achievements. If you want to replay the game as an old 360 or PS3 vet, they removed all the online stuff, so no achievements for that, and you'd probably know what to do to make sure the right people are in the right place at the right time, and it's far more likely you won't miss any of the Chivos. So, knock yourself out. In the end, Mass Effect is the type of game I think everyone should try. Not everyone will like it. We're humans with different opinions after all. But Mass Effect is unique enough that it's definitely worth a try. So if you've never played Mass Effect before, now's your chance. But before you do, make sure to like and subscribe. Definitely come back to this video to say to say how much you liked or disliked the franchise. And of course, most importantly, thank you for watching.